Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Horror Obscura. The movies for this episode are the 2014 film Two Bedroom, One Bath and the 2011 film Jack the Reaper. Both of these are first-time watches for me. We begin this episode with Two Bedroom, One Bath from 2014. IMDb has it tagged as horror, mystery, and thriller. The film was both written and directed by Stanley Young. He's been in the industry for roughly 25 years, mainly as a producer. I don't recognize any of the cast, aside from Dee Wallace and Eric Roberts. Two Bedroom, One Bath is about a young couple looking to start a family, and they need a bigger place. When an apartment comes available at a reasonable price, they jump at the chance. Almost immediately, strange events start happening, where the husband Kevin, played by Andrew W. Walker, and wife Rachel, Michele Hicks, begin visualizing things that haven't happened, but could. There's also a backstory on others that have lived in this apartment that have had tragic events happen to them. There are a few subplots which really have no bearing on the movie at all, such as Rachel's inability to get pregnant. I think that storyline was included just because they got Eric Roberts to be in the film, but didn't have anything for him to do, so invented this storyline just for him to portray a fertility doctor. Overall, the acting was decent. Most of the actors I had never seen before, so I can only judge them from what I've seen here in this film. I mentioned unnecessary subplots, and another dealt with Kevin and one of his students at the local college where he had just got hired to teach composition. Again, it really served no purpose, and was included to pad the film out a little. I also get the feeling that this was actually a short film he had written, but managed to secure extra funding, so padded it out. I think as a short film, it would have been much better.
Rachel. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Honey. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm not going to be a slave to these anymore.
We're giving up?
No, we're just going to try a new holistic approach. Just no more fertility medicine or hormone injections. We're just going to try to have a baby naturally.
We already tried that.
Not without lithium.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I can handle it. Honestly, baby, I can. And Dr. Carlson says it's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Baby.
Ah, what?
We did it.
What did we
did
do?
it. We
What
did
did we
it.
do?
We're pregnant. Can you believe it? We're pregnant.
How do you know?
We're gonna have a baby. Are you excited?
Yes. No, I'm ecstatic.
Mwah.
And the color, it's all wrong.
We can change it.
And these? Let's go.
Oh, Pete and Sue gave this to us.
I'll not have your minds polluted by that kind of garbage.
Garbage. They're baby books.
You know, I don't normally take people on after conception, but I'll make an exception this time.
What's going on?
Oh, those two are always at each other's throats.
Hey, do you know anything about the women that used to live in our unit? Mary Lincoln or Claudia Thorne?
Mary Lincoln? Oh, goodness. I haven't heard that name in ages.
This is where you keep getting their mail.
Oh, Mary, poor thing. She had what you might call a nervous breakdown after the death of her children in this just tragic accident.
Is that the heartbeat?
Mm-hmm. It's so fast.
It's nice and strong. And looks like his or her legs are crossed.
It's just chilling in there.
Would you like to know the sex? It's only if you want to.
No, we haven't talked about it.
Let's wait for now.
It's not a problem. You can decide when you're ready.
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
It's creepy.
It's probably the work of that crazy woman who lived here before us, Mary Lincoln.
Be glad, O barren woman who bears no children. Break forth and cry aloud.
You who have no labor pains, because more are the children of the desolate woman than of her who has a husband.
Two Bedroom, One Bath is pretty disjointed, with numerous unnecessary subplots and average acting. There's no real continuity between the events that have unfolded in the apartment, aside from the fact that something tragic happened. There is a reveal that appears near the end of the film that is a fairly common horror trope for this style of film, and a second that, while part of the reveal is kind of obvious, it's unnecessarily convoluted. And there are also a third and even fourth reveal added as well for no real reason. And the ending makes no sense. It kind of does, but it doesn't really fit with the film and came completely out of nowhere. Plus, there were a couple scenes that felt like they should have been in a softcore porn movie. Two Bedroom, One Bath is rated R and is 91 minutes in length. At the time of posting this video, it had a 3.6 rating on IMDb with 415 ratings. 4 stars has the most votes cast for it. 3 stars and 1 star aren't far behind. I'm giving it 2 stars. As I mentioned, the base story would make for a decent short, and if that is what I'd seen, I would have gone 3 stars instead. However, all the unnecessary fluff and ending pull it down to 2 stars. Let me know in the comments if you've seen it, and if you agree with me on my opinion that it would have made a much better short. And while you're there, why not take a few seconds to hit the like and subscribe buttons. The second movie for this episode is the 2011 film Jack the Reaper. IMDb obviously has it tagged only as horror, but there are a few comedy elements as well. As with the first movie, it was written and directed by the same person, this time being Kimberly Seilhamer. Although she has been involved with filmmaking for about 25 years, her list of credits is surprisingly small. The film stars, or should I say guest stars, Tony Todd and Sally Kirkland. While Todd has comparatively more screen time than Kirkland, she was only in 1 scene. Todd was in 2 for sure, possibly 3. As for the cast playing the teens, I may have crossed paths with a couple of them, but they really don't look familiar. Jack the Reaper opens with a setup scene to establish Jack, and then we switch to present day, where every cliché horror teen has to go on a field trip their teacher, Mr. Smith, played by David Beeler, organized because they all chose to skip their final. We have the obnoxious jock, played by Tyler Wolfe, his brother, played by Jay Gillespie, the abused daughter, played by Alexandra Holder, the jock's calm friend, played by Richardson Sherry, the loose girl, played by Hope James, the deaf girl, played by Amber Zeon, plus a few others. After boarding the bus, they head to a railroad museum where they meet the intimidating Mr. Steele, Tony Todd. After leaving the museum and heading home, they get into an accident. After confirming everyone is all right, they try to decide what to do when they spot a carnival out in the middle of the desert and decide to investigate. And of course, things quickly escalate as the kids are slowly picked off one by one. Don't look for anything too revolutionary in the characters. As I said, they are all pretty much the standard characters you're going to find in a horror movie. Tony Todd plays Mr. Steele pretty much like you would expect. The story is kind of interesting, I'll give the film that. While the basic plot device isn't anything original, the character of Jack the Reaper definitely is. I think Seilhamer may have been trying to set up a franchise. There's a voiceover at the beginning and during one more scene that feels out of place and really contributes nothing to the film and kind of hinders it in my opinion.
How much you want to bet they're having a blast right now? My watch is broken. Hey, do you have the time?
Sorry, no.
It's been over an hour. Maybe two, and I still haven't seen a single car go by. Look, I don't want to leave you here by yourself, but I don't want to stay here either. I'll bring you back something.
Okay.
If any psychos come for you, just honk the horn.
I hate you.
Just saying.
Trudy? I'm sure she just hopped off the ride. She's fine. She probably went to go find the boys. Do you think she still likes Steven? I'll be right back. I'll only be 1 minute. Can I ride with you, Steven?
It's your own ride, babe.
But...
Jesus, clingy bitch. I don't mind having a little fun, if you know what I mean, but that's why I don't want to date you, babe.
But... what about this?
You were standing there. It's nothing personal. You riding or what?
No.
I'm sure it's nothing. Part of the ride.
I think it's broken.
We should stay in the car. If we get out and it turns on and we're on the tracks, not smart. So pretty. Sweet. Not like the other girls.
Seilhamer wrote the characters to do a lot of the same things teens do in every other horror movie, though there are a couple exceptions, one of which was refreshing to see. However, all the cliched lines and actions are a serious detriment. The best thing this movie had going for it is the character of Jack. I can almost guarantee this character will haunt your dreams for a few days, as his design was memorable and quite creepy, especially when he smiles. I would advise against watching the trailer, or at least stop after the 1 minute mark if you don't want Jack's appearance spoiled. Jack the Reaper is rated R and has a runtime of 88 minutes. It currently has a 3.5 rating with 1,019 ratings at the time of posting. 1 star has the most votes, with 3 stars and 4 stars not too far behind. I'm giving it 4 stars. The character of Jack seriously tempts me to bump my rating up to 5, but every one of the teens' characters being cliché, with one possible exception, prevents me from giving it 5 stars. So if you were in the middle of the desert and you saw a carnival that had no business being there, what would you do? Go in and investigate? Or perhaps be a little suspicious? Thanks for watching episode 6 of Horror Obscura. If you're interested in checking out either of the movies on this episode, 2 Bedrooms, 1 Bath is available for free streaming, but Jack the Reaper is only available to buy. Or perhaps you may be able to track down a used copy of the DVDs somewhere for either of these films. I'd also appreciate it if you could hit the like button down below. It really helps, and if you know someone who might enjoy content like this, please point them in this direction. Word of mouth is the best publicity. Also, hit the subscribe and alert buttons if you would like to know when the next video drops. And be sure to check out my Patreon page, Cinema Obscura, where I will be posting at least 1 bonus single movie episode per week. And you might as well stop by my sister channel, Cinema Obscura, where I will be checking out a couple lesser-known non-horror films. The cool thing is, if you decide to join the Patreon page, you will get access to the bonus single movie reviews I do for both channels. That's around 100 reviews each year between the 2 channels, give or take a few, that aren't available here. It's sort of like 2 for Tuesday, but every day is a Tuesday. And for a limited time, you can get a 7-day free trial to check out the content on the page and hopefully find it interesting enough to stick around. Thanks again for checking out the video, and have the best day ever.